Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Saturday, July 25th, 2015, around 5:16 in the afternoon, Billerica, Massachusetts. Been a mix and sun and clouds today. Highs only about 70 or so. Feels more like a early middle spring or middle fall day. Cloudy, and it was kind of not that great, but you get to enjoy these days because coming soon a heat wave in Massachusetts. Maybe 4 straight days, could be longer. Maybe it could be 6 straight weeks, like we had 6 straight weeks of snow and cold. Maybe it'll be 6 straight weeks of hot and humid weather, but it's not in the cards. Some news to report: the Boston Red Sox put Dustin Pedroia back on the disabled list with a hamstring injury. That's not good. The Sox season's going downhill. And also, the Lowell Folk Festival was today. Enjoyed myself there. It was a decent turnout for it, but the weather wasn't that great, so not too many people were there. When I was there, it's usually packed around 12, 1, 2 o'clock, but it was, average because of the not so ideal day. And the New York Mets have inquired about shortstop of the Colorado Rockies, Troy Tulowitzki, but the Rockies say they're unlikely to trade Troy Tulowitzki away. Why? The Rockies are not going anywhere. He's never going to see the World Series in a member of the Rockies uniform. The Mets should pull the trigger on this trade right now because the National League East is a winnable division. The Washington Nationals are mediocre, and with the Mets pitching staff, and if they get Troy Tulowitzki, they could win the National League East, and with the good pitching staff, the Mets could make it to the World Series. Their pitchers are talented. And that's about it on that. My second video blog subject of the day is about a former Italian restaurant in the North End of Boston and in Billerica, Massachusetts, Giovanni's. And Giovanni's was an Italian restaurant in Billerica and the North End for many years. Its first location was on Prince Street in North End in Boston, Massachusetts. I went in there many times. It's a very small building it was in and stuff. It probably seated about like 20 or so. It was, kind of narrow and stuff like that. Kind of an intimate setting to have a lunch or dinner and stuff. And the waiter staff there were like Italians and stuff like that. So they had an Italian accent. And the food there was superb. I sometimes got like a veal Parmesan sandwich, or a pizza, or a couple of times pasta dishes and stuff. If you get a sandwich at Giovanni's, get it, you could get maybe French fries, a side pasta dish, or a side salad and stuff. The pizza was pretty good. The lunch prices there were reasonable and stuff like that, and it came with a complimentary water or complimentary salad if you weren't having a salad and stuff like that, which was pretty good and stuff like that. And Giovanni's on Prince Street in the North End was very successful for so many years. In 2008, Giovanni's opened a second location in Billerica, Massachusetts, in the old Amici's restaurant, which, that closed down for a while. Then it was an Indian restaurant. It was on 275 Boston Road. It shared space with Hobby Fever. And this Giovanni's was pretty good as well. It was a little more space there. And their dinner menu was pretty good. A couple of times I got veal there. Was a little pricey, but the veal was very delicious. A couple of times I got calamari. And a couple of times I got some fish dishes there. And around 2010, they sold Giovanni's, and they called it G-Espressos, and it was the same stuff as well. And it was, a little popular at first, but eventually attendance at G Espressi's in Billerica went down. And they went through another ownership change. They changed it to Peppercorn Restaurant. And to get some business during the weekdays, Monday through Friday, they kind of had a small buffet, one of stuff. One that had like pasta dishes, chicken, veal, turkey, raviolis, meatballs, fried stuff, and they have assorted of the desserts and stuff. Plus they had bread and salad and other stuff. I sometimes got a Diet Coke there. Other times I got water and stuff. They ended the complimentary water when it became peppercorns and stuff. They had like towards the end they had a small little bar at Peppercorns, maybe 3-4 seats. They had a couple of like beers on tap, like draft beers and stuff like that. But by the summer of 2012, one of the owners of Peppercorns decided to close down because he was suffering from health issues and stuff like that. And it was very, very disappointing because that Italian restaurant was, pretty good and stuff like that when it was Giovanni's. But then when it became other places, other things, it went downhill and stuff, which was very disappointing because this was probably the best Italian restaurant Billerica, Massachusetts has ever seen when it was Giovanni's and then G Espressi's. But what Peppercorn, it didn't pan out and stuff like that. And the location of Giovanni's in the North End on Prince Street in Boston closed down recently, and that was kind of sad and stuff. But there's a lot of Italian restaurants in the North End, and I think maybe they closed down because it was a very small space for it. And I heard some people had to wait a long time just to get in and stuff like that. Some restaurants in the North End have limited space, so they're competing against each other and stuff like that. And it was, I give it a very good review for the Giovanni's, Espressi's, Peppercorn restaurant. Wish Billerica had a kind of another Italian restaurant like that. And that's about it on that. I'll be back for the third and final video blog of the night, which will be about is Dave, the Cobra Parker, a baseball Hall of Famer. Dave played 19 seasons in Major League Baseball. I'll tell you his resume if he should be in the Hall of Fame and stuff. And tomorrow, for the Hall of Fame, I'm going to have discuss about Bam Bam Bigelow's candidacy for the WWE Hall of Fame. And next week, I'll be talking about some sports announcers for individual sports that should go into the Hall of Fame, winning like the Ford Frick Award or the Forrest Hewitt Memorial Award or the Kirk Gowdy Memorial Award, Media Award, and stuff like that. And coming next Saturday, the return of Personality Profiles. And the first Personality Profile will be about WWE Hall of Famer and former NWA World Champion Terry Funk, the hardcore legend. You egg-sucking dog, you Dusty Rhodes. And keep calm. And I'm a Julie Button guy, Molly Rosenblatt, the Fox 35 Rocks, and the words of Sean Lucha. Get out! See you later!